Did you know there are literally billions of dollars just sitting in government vaults right now? And honestly, a significant chunk of it could actually belong to you or your family. Welcome to today's Explainer. We're about to embark on a massive, high-stakes treasure hunt right here in the Sunshine State. I'm going to show you exactly how to track down your unclaimed insurance money.
Okay, prepare to be amazed by this one. Statistically, 1 in 5 Floridians currently has unclaimed money waiting for them right now. Just think about that for a second. If you're sitting in a room with 4 other people, the odds are that at least one of you is completely unaware of a hidden financial asset. In Florida alone, this adds up to a state-held stockpile worth billions of dollars. And the craziest part of the whole shebang, the state actually wants to give it back to you. You just have to know how to ask for it.
So here's our treasure map for today. We'll uncover Florida's hidden wealth, look at the law behind lost money, and walk through a step-by-step recovery guide. Then, we'll navigate some common roadblocks, learn how to protect your future assets, and finally get you ready to claim your treasure today.
All right, let's jump straight into Part 1, Hidden Wealth in Florida, the billion-dollar secret.
Now, I know the phrase unclaimed property sounds a bit like pirate gold buried on a beach somewhere, but this wealth is actually made up of everyday financial assets. We're talking about dormant bank accounts you maybe forgot about after moving, uncashed payroll checks, old utility deposits, and incredibly often, forgotten life insurance benefits. In fact, life insurance is a massive contributor here. If a loved one passes away and the beneficiary doesn't know the policy exists, or if contact information is just out of date, those funds just sit there. They don't disappear into thin air, they become unclaimed property.
Moving on to Part 2, let's talk about the law behind all this lost money, specifically Florida Statutes Chapter 717. So, the crucial point here begins with what the state calls the dormancy period. The law dictates that after a certain period of total financial inactivity, a business can't just hold on to your money anymore. For life insurance payouts and most bank accounts, this dormancy period is generally 5 years. Businesses literally cannot absorb this cash into their own profits. The clock starts ticking the exact moment an account goes dormant or a life insurance policy matures. And once that 5-year alarm bell rings, the legal status of those funds completely changes.
If that 5-year period passes, we hit something called escheatment. Now, I know that's a seriously intimidating legal word, but it just means the insurance company or bank is legally required to hand your money over to the Florida Department of Financial Services for safekeeping. The state essentially steps in as a permanent protective custodian. And here's a super fascinating detail. Until you claim it, the state actually deposits these funds into the state school trust fund to support K-12 public education. Pretty cool, right? But don't worry, there's absolutely no statute of limitations here. You or your heirs can claim the original amount at any time in perpetuity.
Let's head into Part 3, our step-by-step recovery guide. Think of this as your actual treasure map.
Because of that 5-year dormancy rule we just talked about, where you actually look for the money depends on how much time has passed. Say you're looking for a life insurance policy of someone who passed away recently, like within the last 5 years. You're in what's called the pre-escheat phase. That money is still sitting with the private insurance carrier. To find it, you'd use the NAIC, that's the National Association of Insurance Commissioners Life Insurance Policy Locator. But what if more than 5 years have passed? Well, then you're in the post-escheat phase. The insurer has already surrendered the funds to the state. For that, you get to bypass the insurer and head straight to Florida's official portal, which is fltreasurehunt.gov.
So, your action plan is beautifully simple. Step 1. Gather up all your personal info, or the info of your deceased relative. You're going to need social security numbers, dates of birth, and crucially, a solid list of past addresses. Step 2. Run a query through the National Pre-Escheat Database, the NAIC. Step 3. Search the state's post-escheat database, fltreasurehunt.gov. Oh, and a quick pro tip here, definitely try searching common typos of your name or maiden names just in case. And finally, Step 4. When you find a match, you just file your claim directly through the state portal.
All right, Part 4, Navigating Roadblocks and Claims. Every good treasure hunt has a few dragons to overcome, right?
Let's imagine a quick hypothetical scenario. Say you search your own name and find an old $200 utility deposit from your college apartment. Claiming that, incredibly easy. You just upload a copy of your driver's license, proof of that old address, and boom, you're done. But let's say you search your late father's name and you find a $50,000 life insurance policy. Because the owner is deceased, the state won't just hand that cash over to a relative who asks for it. You have to navigate probate law to actually prove you're the rightful heir. That means submitting death certificates, wills, and official court orders like letters of administration.
However, there's a huge silver lining here. The state actually offers a fantastic shortcut for smaller estates. If the total aggregate value of the unclaimed property held by the state is under $20,000, and there's no active probate court case pending, you can utilize a special beneficiary affidavit bypass under Florida law. This is a total game changer. It allows you and any other heirs to completely bypass formal, expensive court probate. You just fill out a specific sworn form and you collect the funds so much faster.
Now, I need to give you a very vital warning, and please take this takeaway to heart. Because all this unclaimed property information is public, you might actually get contacted by third-party finders or private investigators. They will enthusiastically offer to locate and claim your lost money for you, but they're going to charge a hefty percentage fee. Sometimes they take a massive chunk of your inheritance. Remember this, Florida's official process at fltreasurehunt.gov is 100% free. The state literally never charges a fee to return your own money. You can absolutely do this yourself.
Let's move to part 5, protecting your future assets, or as I like to call it, guarding your gold.
To guard your gold, you have got to be proactive. The #1 reason life insurance policies go unclaimed is just a simple lack of communication. So make sure you update your beneficiaries after major life events, like marriages or divorces. Keep your contact info current with your insurance carrier. Store your physical and digital policy documents safely, and most importantly, tell your family where they are. Review your coverage every single year. By doing this, you're making sure your financial safety net actually catches the people you intend to protect.
And finally, part 6. Claim your treasure today and start your search.
Just a quick note before we wrap things up today. Remember, while this explainer completely empowers you to start searching and really understand the mechanics of the system, this information is for educational purposes only. If you do run into complex estate issues, conflicting heirship claims, or difficult probate courts, always consult with a licensed Florida probate attorney or financial professional to get personalized advice tailored to your specific situation.
So, look, the state of Florida is sitting on literally billions of dollars in unclaimed funds right now. And yes, that money's doing really great work supporting public schools, but ultimately, it belongs to the citizens. It belongs to you. It could be your forgotten paycheck, a relative's life insurance policy, or an old dormant bank account. You've got the map now, you know exactly where to look and how to claim it. The only provocative question left is, are you that 1 in 5? Are you ready to go find what is rightfully yours? Seriously, take 30 seconds today, run a quick search, and see what you uncover.